everyone. This is your girl, Reverend Dr. Najuma Smith, director, founder of the People's Mic podcast. So glad to have you tuned in today for another amazing conversation. For those that may not know, this week, 2025, in 2018, my apologies, October 29th, my oldest son, Daniel Brown, transitioned following a gunshot wound to his face. It's been an unbelievable 7 years. And I share that not for sympathy, but because that directly ties in with our conversation today on the People's Mic podcast. Author Cavon Thomas is with us today to talk about his book and the work he's doing in community, working with mothers like myself who've lost children to gun violence. And so prepare yourselves for an amazing conversation. Now, before we get into the conversation, I need you to do 3 things for me. I need you to like the show. I need you to share the show. And I need you to subscribe to our show, the People's Mic podcast. Because we're trying to grow this audience around authentic conversation around community engagement, social justice, faith, and all things healing to the community. So, like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for an amazing conversation with my friend, Cavon Thomas. Hey, Cavon, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us on the People's Mic podcast.
Yes.
The last time we were together, we were in studio, and I was doing Living on Assignment Radio. And so, for you may not know, you and I haven't had a chance to really catch up, but Living on Assignment Radio closed that season 2 years ago, and took a little time off to revamp, and we launched again another form of conversation because I love doing these kind of conversations. We now are the People's Mic podcast, and so we didn't go away from doing radio. It's just transition with the times and how we have these kinds of conversations and then deliver them out into the world to learn about amazing and interesting people like yourself. The last time you and I were together in studio, it had just been a few years since my son life had been taken, and you had been talking about the work you were doing in community. And so I think at that time you were just thinking about your book. You also have a curriculum that we'll talk more about. And now you have completed your book. Yay! And
it's
amazing book.
completed.
And so for those that are watching, those that are listening, this is Cavon Thomas, author, interventionist, community leader, and an advocate for peace, healing, hope in our community. So welcome, Cavon, to the People's Mic podcast. So Cavon, tell us a little bit about your background, who you are, and then let's get into talking about your amazing book. And by the way, for those that are watching, listening, I'm in the book. I'm one of the interviews. Me and my son Daniel, we are one of the profiles in the book, and so definitely we will make sure you have all the information where to get the book and how to. But Cavon, please let the world know a little bit about who you are.
Well, first of all, Pastor Najuma, I would like to send my heartfelt condolences and blessings to you for what you're going through right now. I know it could be painful for mothers after experience doing a book like this. I understand more deeply.
Yeah.
So along with all the other hats that you wear, trying to educate people financially and, raising your kids and, just all the tremendous stuff that you do. So hats off to you and other mothers and strong women like yourself that's out here in the front line in the fight that nobody else have to go through this type of resilience and strength. I mean, it's a good thing, but it's something that you don't ever want to be a part of.
Yeah,
we don't want to.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the women in your book, Demisha, when she and I first met, she said, "This is a club nobody wants to be in."
Yeah. Nobody wants to be recognized for this type of, this type of stuff that's happening in our lives in this LA area.
Yeah.
But so hats off to you once again. Well,
let me say this real quick, Cavon. I don't believe in mistakes. I don't
Yes.
think it's a mistake or random that this week, actually October 29th, made 7 years since we lost our beloved Daniel. And that 2 days later, you and I are having this conversation about the book that me and Daniel
Yes.
are profiled in. And also on this day, the 31st, because it was on this day 7 years ago, 2 days
Mm,
after Daniel transitioned, I also found out, got word that I had a granddaughter.
yes.
Had not met her.
Hmm.
So today, much like this conversation brings me joy, 7 years ago, I had much joy in finding out that I had a granddaughter that I had not met yet. And so it's been a beautiful journey getting to know her and her mother over the last 7 years. So I don't believe there are any mistakes. All things are coming together in God's timing and are timely. So it's timely that you and I are having this conversation uh,
Yes.
at the same time that I'm going through and remembering my son and all the beautiful parts of him and my grandchildren and all the things. So I
Yeah.
just lift that.
Yeah.
Those that are listening or watching, just know that
Trust me.
there are no mistakes. Nothing's random. God is in complete control.
Trust me.
Yeah,
I completely understand, and it's just some things that the mothers have to, you know, the ones that can do it, because not all of them can do it. And I know you play a big part of that as well, of
yeah,
trying to, once a mother experience something like that,
yeah,
that it's important to,
yeah,
release those uh those feelings, because it can definitely cause a lot of issues.
yeah,
uh, uh, Dr. Arvis.
yeah.
I whenever she don't know it, but whenever she be talking, I
You're
pay
listening.
close attention
Yeah.
to what she says, because she is a mental health specialist,
Yes.
and I pay close attention to what she says. So I learn a lot from different voices and stuff like that. I pay attention, especially when you jump into a lane
Yeah.
like that, because it's not too many books that is like that,
Yeah.
that's
Um,
directed towards. I mean, it's books about death and all this other type of stuff, but not too many books that's just directed towards mothers who
yeah.
have lost kids strictly to gang
Yeah.
violence. That's
Yeah.
kind of like a first almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that was a particular type, because I really went in to try to get about 30 or 40 mothers in. It
Yeah.
just didn't work out. But I think God, like you said, makes no mistakes. And the 14 mothers that I got were the mothers that I needed to talk
Absolutely.
to get their stories out there. But
Absolutely.
I didn't
Tell everybody what's the name of the book and where can they what's the book? What's the
well,
book?
the book is Inner City Blues, Mother's Love, and it's a tribute to the mothers who have lost kids to gang violence.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the one thing that people really don't understand about this book is that it's inspired by a guy that I looked up to,
Mm-hmm.
Gordon Parks.
I got
You
you.
know,
Yes.
so many people may not know who Gordon Parks is.
Educators.
Yes. Let me explain to you who Gordon Parks is for the people that do not know, which I have no clue why we don't discuss people like that. I
Yeah.
don't think this guy has a movie done. We even wrote a script about it, me and my partner. Um, but he is the creator of the movie Shaft, for
Mm-hmm.
one, that the original Shaft with Richard Roundtree. He is the creator of the theme song Shaft, along with
Yeah.
uh, Curtis Mayfield. He's wrote countless books about Black culture, or
Mm-hmm.
what they say now, Black culture.
Yeah.
Um, he educated himself through photography, writing books and movies with no background experience or whatever. He's a Renaissance man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's just a person who picked up a camera. He's just a person who said, "Oh, I'm gonna make a film." When you look at the movie Shaft, a lot of the stuff that you see in that movie It's really guerrilla shooting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just a phenomenal way of just letting people know what Black people are how they can create art that is relevant through generations after generations after generations.
Right.
And his son is the director of the movie Superfly.
Amen. Wow.
Yeah, so Gordon Parks, if you don't know who he is, he's iconic. Some of his pictures are the house, the janitor made in the White House standing behind the American flag, a very iconic picture. The Nation of Islam women in all white praying. I believe the picture of Muhammad Ali underwater. I'm not too sure about that, but I believe that's his picture.
Okay.
He has a lot of pictures, but the main thing about him is that he was a leader in his community, far as bringing everyday Black life to the forefront of American history.
Yeah.
So I chose him as my mentor, inspiration mentor to go after and to learn from. And I've been studying that dude for about 20 some years.
Wow. And you know what I like about what you're saying is what I'm hearing is that the work that you're producing now is not just an idea, but you actually did the work to investigate how to put out something that is not only meaningful, but it's well done.
Yes.
And for those of you that are wondering, is this book worth it? It is well done. It's a coffee table book.
Yes.
But it is a great book nonetheless. And give us the title one more time. Inner City.
It's Inner City Blues. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you about the first copy too.
Yeah.
The first copy is called Inner City Blues: The Canvas of LA.
Yes, great.
And what this book done was, this is volume 1.
Volume 1.
This is where it started from, volume 1.
Yeah.
You probably can see Inspired by Gordon Parks down there.
I see that. Yeah.
And, this book basically highlighted before the homeless paupers situation that's always been here.
Right.
Before Mayor Karen Bass, no disrespect to her, but before she ran on the homelessness, I documented what was going on in the inner city of LA. So what this book is basically a look at what's going on, the homelessness, prostitution, a little bit of gang violence, and cultural stuff that just happening out here, like with the Waymo car.
The
driverless cars. I get calls from my family like, man, y'all really got driverless cars? I'm like, yeah, man, it's the Jetsons out here. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Jetsons, and even in the hood, it's the Jetsons.
It's the Jetsons out here, man. So it highlights all that type of stuff. But one of the things that was done in here is like this. This particular page with Pastor Shep. I don't know who Pastor Shep is. He's a award-winning Grammy songwriter and composer. He's also a pastor, and he's one of the leading pastors in LA that deal with Crips and Bloods. We don't have too many pastors that's on the front line like Pastor Shep. That's directly dealing with us in a whole. You know, most pastors just talk behind the pulpit and do all that. Pastor Shep is in the front line with us. He's created a company with us. He's done marvelous things with us. He's there for us on every level of as long as you guys want peace, I'm going to stay with you. So I highlighted 8 different people like that do the work like Pastor Shep. And then you can see on there, those are quotes from Gordon Parks of what he says. So this book is really phenomenal, as well as the Mother's Love book. And it's a volume 3. It's a volume series. So this is volume 1. Mother's Love is volume 2. And volume 3 that I'm currently working on right now will be about men.
I love it.
About the men, both Black, white, Mexican, Asian, whoever wants to be in the book. I have a large I'm getting
list, a
yeah,
large
I'm getting a
list.
list. But it's about men who have done 20 years or more in prison.
Yeah.
That are, doesn't matter if you did it in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, or whenever.
Wow.
But the men who have done 20 years in prison straight, plus 20 years plus or more, whatever, that got out, and now are changing the community by having a good job and volunteering and or actually running a community engagement organization, or just being part of the society to make it better.
Yeah, I have somebody I have a close friend from high school to refer to you.
Yeah, you did. You told me about that. Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah, so, he needs to be in the book.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? So let me ask you this, and I want us to talk more about your books. First of all, congratulations on Volume 2.
Yes.
And they are available on Amazon, correct?
Yes, they're available on Amazon. You can go Inner City Blues, The Canvas of LA, Inner City Blues, Mother's Love, and it should pop right up.
Wonderful. So here's what I want to ask, Savon, because there are people that knew you when, right? And there are people that know you now. And nothing about the win says that you'll be where you are right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, nothing about that Savon looks anything like, at least not, well, physically, yes, but looks like what you're doing now. You're an author. You're a whole author. I was going to say a whole author, but I'm going to cuss on the people with my podcast. You're a whole author.
You know.
And listen, no, I'm not done giving you your alcohol. Yeah. You're going to take these flowers. Because men need to learn how to receive.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. You're an author. You are a community leader. You are a change agent.
Yes.
You are a model for other young men and women.
Yes. Wow.
You are a philanthropist.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if it's not a lot of money yet.
Yes.
And nothing about the then gives indication of right now.
Yes. Wow.
And I want you to just sit in that for a minute.
Yes.
And receive that.
Yes. Wow.
Because I think sometimes we don't realize just how much God has done in our life, just how much life has shifted and changed.
Yes.
And I say that because you didn't have to make the shift.
No.
You didn't have to grow up. You didn't have to avail yourself to being molded and shaped and stepping out into the world to be this new Savon. You could have just went back to business.
God is the director.
Yeah.
He's been directing for a long time.
I don't want people to just be like, oh, he wrote a couple of good books. No, you really stepped into, your kingship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I hope you received. I hope you understand that you've made a full transition and transformation, and that's really what life is about, right? Like transformation, and even the profiles that are in your book about the mothers who are transforming our grief, our pain, the unbelievable journey that we're on into something meaningful.
Yes.
And that's really a core of life, is like the transformations. And I'm going to even use the word transmuting the pain and the difficulties into something meaningful. You've done that. You've transmuted the pain that you've been through, but even maybe the pain that you caused, into something meaningful.
Yes.
Something life-changing, something beneficial.
Yes.
That not only speaks to where you are, but now is laying a pathway and a trail for others in the future, for the next generation. So you are doing legacy building. So I just wanted to highlight that, and I hope that you see that in yourself.
Wow. I'm definitely trying.
I know.
I'm definitely trying. I really don't look that far ahead. I just move. Once I get an idea, I go with it. God, he put me together with a team that's been around me for about the about 30 years, and whatever I come up with, they expand on it, and let's do it. The coffee table books, it came actually it came out of a process that you was a part of. You know, when we first kind of met, we were trying to do something for Freeway Rick.
Yeah.
Because I had got a phone call from a friend,
Yeah.
and he wanted to do something at Jesse Owens Park.
Yeah.
And you know, for the homies or whoever.
Yeah.
And because I had conflict with my homies over there at the time, he knew that I wasn't going to Jesse Owens Park, but he just wanted to relay the message. So I told him, I said, man, that dude don't need to do nothing in no parks anyway. He's a, you know, if you want to be honest about it, he's a destroyer of Black families and communities. You feel me? So he have to restructure Black families and communities. So he don't really need to do events like that. He needs to do something that the whole LA could benefit off of with his voice that he has. You know, absolutely. So I said he need to do something like a job fair. And when I said that, he ran and took it and told him. So it came back like a frisbee. Said, man, he want to do the job fair, man. I told him everything he said. I said, okay, but I had never done a job fair. I had never done a job fair, so I called Kimmy. She called Ju. We started meeting. I got skills to get in contact with the mayor and all that. That's never been an issue for me. You know, with my team, we contacted the mayor's people which was Gail Garcetti at the time, and we start having the meetings about the putting together the job fair. Yes, and I went into the job fair thinking that, you know, it was something real easy to put together, but I didn't realize how hard it was
to work
a job fair. So we was working with Brad Carson as well, a friend of mine. And Brad told us everything how to make the cake, but he forgot to tell us you got to have a bowl to put on. You got to have a bowl.
You can't just put the ingredients on the table. You got to have
all the ingredients, but he forgot to tell us you got to have a bowl.
Yeah.
You know? So one of my partners, he said, look, man, this thing looking like it's going to be on the news. So he said, man, we need to have something tangible to hold up, because you're gonna have to talk on the news. I wasn't really ready to talk at that time. I said, man, you're gonna have to do all the talking. So I was like, what? He said, you gotta have something.
Just trying to do a job fair.
You know? So I was like, so he told me, he said, because I was working on a DVD. These books initially was supposed to be a DVD.
I understand.
So he said, man, you need to write a book. Forget the DVD. And I was like, wait a minute. I said, man, I can't write no 10,000 words and Tookie Williams and Raymond Arnold. I said, man,
that ain't me.
That ain't me. I can't do that. But God always has a plan for you. Whenever my family is from Texas, Dallas. My history with my family is that my grandfather, not, you know, my direct grandfather, my mother's father.
Your biological grandfather.
My biological grandfather is the orchestrator of the Negro School in Dallas, Texas. The first one, him and his cousins. He has a school named after him in Frisco, Texas. His other two cousins have schools named after them, one in Carlton and another one, or both in Carlton, two in Carlton, one in Frisco. And his brother was a community activist and a pastor, and you know, so that history, I never embraced it. You know what I'm saying? Only when I go back to visit. So whenever I go to visit, my aunties, my cousins, they take me to museums and exhibits and all this stuff, right? So I have a cousin that's a curator, a librarian. I didn't know they could make 250,000 and all that.
You'd have read more books.
Yeah,
I didn't read some books
that.
coming up.
Yeah. So he took us to this one exhibit that he wanted to see, and the exhibit was called Everyday Black Life, and the pictures were just pictures of pictures you have in your house.
Yeah.
Miss Wilson, Jeffrey, got the same pictures with the lights, the chairs, and all that sort of stuff. So I was like, what? I said, cousin, what is so special? I said, man, my mama got these pictures and they Why are they in the museum like they supposed to be all that?
Right.
Said, cousin, when the museum buy these pictures, they are now priceless.
Yeah.
I said, what? He said, yes, they're priceless. You can see them in any coffee table book.
Yeah.
Key word.
Okay.
So when I came back to LA and we were doing that stuff, and my partner said, hey, forget that DVD. We need to write a book. I said, man, I can't write no book. And he said, man, well, we need to have something we can hold up. I said, wait a minute, hold on. And I called my cousin. I said, man, what was that book you said with all them pictures in it? He said, what you talking about, a coffee table book? He said, it's just pictures and text. I said, hey, boy, hey.
That's
we
it.
doing coffee table books. And from that day on, I got 4 coffee table books. So that was
how many coffee table books?
I have 4 coffee table books. I got the Inner City Blues series. The Inner City Blues series.
Where are
the
you
original
from?
one, the first one, and I have a coffee table book that's about the softball league that Ronaldo Wiz Reeser used to do. Yeah. It's what's called the Cal League. Unfortunately, we lost Wiz some years ago, a few years ago. But what he created was called the first Crip softball league, where it was 11 gangs that had tension that came together, and for about 7 years played softball, brought out the families, the communities of all those different neighborhoods, and for 7 years there was no violence. And I took pictures. I was the cameraman for the for about 3 of the 7 I was a cameraman for the league. And so I captured about 510 pictures, and I put it in a coffee table book. So it's the first Crip softball league, but it's Black unity, you know what I'm saying? And it shows it's just pictures of just 500 pictures.
Now we've talked a lot, and I've never heard that story about the softball team. So we're gonna talk more about that. I never heard of that. We talk a lot, and I hadn't heard that one. So that's beautiful.
I don't want to get off the screen, but it's sitting right there. Can I grab it?
Grab it real quick.
There it go right there. Boom.
Y'all listen.
I didn't have it on there. There it go right there. That's it right there.
Howley.
And this is it right here.
Beautiful cover.
But that's it right there. And it's just beautiful pictures of just Black unity. It's the only book of its kind. And it just shows the incredible work that Wiz did, with the other neighborhood gangs that's on there. And it's just unity, and it's 500 pictures. And you can get it from me.
I need that one.
It's not on Amazon, you know. You got to get that one directly from me.
I got it.
But I mean, those, and it's just pictures, because pictures speak 1,000 words, like people know. So and once I started the books, I wanted them to mean something. I just didn't want to take any pictures of any type of thing. I just wanted all the coffee table books to mean something. Once my cousin sent me information on doing coffee table books, what they mean, what they're about, what they describe, the impact that they can have. I said, well, wow. I said, I think I'm gonna be the first ex-gang member, or whatever you want to call it, that do coffee table books.
You
Yeah.
want to go on and give yourself a title?
Yeah,
I
because I don't
love
know
it.
nobody else. I don't know nobody else
Yeah,
that's
you the first.
in
You the
that
first.
lane. You know what I'm
You the
saying?
first.
So I said, hey, I'm gonna create this lane.
And create
But
it well.
the importance of it is that I want to share it
Right.
with other people. And
Right.
I tell other people that may want to do books, listen, man, you got 1,000 pictures. Make a coffee table book and make it about your neighborhood,
Yeah.
just as long as it's positive. You feel me?
Yeah.
Make it about your family. I advise people to look into their family history, because you never know what you find. A lot of people history got, intelligent Black educators and all type of stuff in their family. So I try to tell people, man, just find the inspiration within your family history first, then yourself, and then look out into the community around you. And you got a coffee table book just sitting in front of you, with all the pictures that we got, And I mean, that's it,
I love it. And so you're author of 4 books, and you created this niche lane called Coffee Table Books. But you also have some things coming up that I want to shift into, because you do work in the community. When you and I met, you were working on the first project, which was the job fair.
Yes.
But you've been doing other things since then. And so you have something coming up next week on the 8th.
Yes.
So tell the community about that, because we want to make sure they have that information as well.
Yes. November the 8th, 2025 at Chuco's Youth Justice Center on 76th Place, 7625, 1 p.m. to 5. I will be honoring you and the other 13 mothers that participated in the creation of Mother's Love. I felt that when you do a book like something like that, I can't just get you guys' story and you get the book and all that type of stuff. I feel it has to be some type of closure with it. So the only thing that I could think of is, hey, I got to give you guys an honor and, get some praise dancers out here, a couple of singers, a meal or two, you feel me? And give you guys an honor to let, like, hey, this is with this particular lane, this is the finale of it, and honoring you about the strength that you guys have with your stories, because that's never going to end. So I wanted to just give you guys a tribute, give you guys an honor, and it also, in doing so, I wanted to give other women that's in community engagement a honor as well. In 22 or 20, in 19 or 21 of them, I did what is called honoring women in history, honoring women and gang prevention. We did it at Chuco's. So it's kind of like the second annual,
Nice.
A lot of women came out there. Dominique DePrima, of course, came out there, got an award. Cynthia Mendenhall, a few, Vicky Lindsay, a lot of women that's been out here in the front line of community engagement. So I said, let's just do it, mix everything together. And so we're gonna be honoring Sisters of Watts.
Yes.
That's
doing the work.
I don't know about Sisters of Watts. They a group of sisters that's fabulous out there in Watts. That, man, they got housed. They try to help you with housing. They got after school programs. I mean,
and I just saw that they're doing some feeding now that we're looking at snow being cut off.
They jumped straight into overdrive because of that. So they're part of an honoree. Mama Boo from West Athens. She has a weekly food program that she does over there in the Athens area. But most importantly, what people don't know, she lost her building, but that building that she was in for those 2 or 3 years, she had about 40 young girls over there
Wow.
that she were actually mentoring, you
Wow.
know?
Yeah.
And some of these girls was fighting the Figueroa stuff, the
Yeah.
prostitution, was
Yeah.
having problems in school,
Mm.
Parent
Right.
problems,
Right.
and she was just knocking all that stuff down for them. And she got a lot of graduates out of her program in those 3 years. She just teaching these young girls how to be respectful
Right.
to
Right.
elders and
Yeah.
seniors and people that trying to help them, whether
Yeah.
it be school, whether it be home,
Yeah.
your next door neighbor, So
Yeah.
that type of stuff, we don't have people like that teaching our young girls
Yeah.
that like that.
Not enough.
Not enough, keeping them off the internet, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Um,
So let me ask you.
just
Yeah.
doing phenomenal work.
Yeah.
And then we have Keisha Jones with Operation Save the Streets. She
Yeah.
has a mobile care unit for the homeless.
Wow.
And I mean, during the pandemic, this lady was feeding, over 1,000 people a month. She got
Wow.
an operation in Texas, and she also
Yeah.
has operation in Africa.
Yeah.
And she's one of my partners as well.
Yeah.
She brought Amazon and Walmart, all this stuff, and that she just gives away to the people. All this stuff that when you go shop for, the stuff you go buy,
y'all give it away.
She gives it away to the community.
Yeah.
So and then finally Kimmy Lent, the big dog program.
Yes.
Your girl.
I miss Kimmy. I need to call her.
Your girl. You feel me? And what people don't understand about Kimmy is that she's dealing with the youth.
Yes.
This is your advocate when your child catches this case in court and has to go to court. This is the advocate that you don't know is fighting for your child to get the mental health education, to get the let's not send him to life in prison. Let's get him this. The reason why he was out there. This is your advocate, and she's been doing this for 25 plus years. With the courts on top of that. She is part of the court system with your child going to court. So and she deals with all the kids. Right. It doesn't matter what area Watts, Compton, LA.
She's for the children, that's for sure.
She's dealing with all your kids that go to court. You feel me? She's sitting there with them and explaining. She is the liaison between your child and the court system that lets them know this child is the reason why this child went this route is because of education cuts, because of family problems, because of this, because of sexual abuse, because of bullying, whatever the situation is. She brings all that to the court and just being just in my eyes tremendous. And just dealing with the court. So all 4 of those organizations will be honored on that day. And the GRID program, Global Rehabilitative Individual Development, which I am a part of, that organization, a nonprofit I helped bring to light with a young man by the name of Marcus Robinson, that was sitting in prison, that called me, and he was a blood, and he said, hey, Peanut, we got to have a Crip on board, man. Would you do it? Yeah, man. They just wanted me to take the wheel. So we helped create the GRID program, not the one that you see
on the news, right? With the city.
Ours is GRID. You know what I'm saying? And
so let me ask you a couple of questions. And what I'm hearing and what we want people to know is that they need to get to Chuco's on November 8th at 1 o'clock. And come support.
They need to come support. They need to come support. They need to come support. Show up.
And let me say this: not just support your presence, but come and make an investment.
Come make an investment. Come make an investment. And it doesn't always have to be money.
No.
You feel me? but the tables are $100 to sponsor. If you want to sponsor a table, it's $100. But if you want, say, hey man, I got a bunch of this and that needs to be given away. It's just been sitting around here. You know, it's brand new. I don't have any use. Come bring that stuff to Chuco's so we can get it out to the people that need it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be food, medical supplies, clothing, anything that is needed at this time, because we don't know what's gonna happen. Not just November, December, January, we don't know what's gonna take place. So people are gonna need a lot of stuff. So we just want to be a drop-off point that day, and so we can just pass that stuff out.
Yeah, and for those that are watching and listening who are not familiar with Chuco's, give us just a real quick 30 seconds. What is Chuco's?
Well, Chuco's is it's a youth justice center. They used to be on West Boulevard back in the day, and I don't know what happened with that building, but Skip Townsend from Second Call and a few other community leaders was very much part of it, and they recently got the building on 76 that used to be the juvenile courthouse back in the day. It done sent a lot of our homies in their 50s and 40s.
And I remember sitting there with you and learning that history about Chuco's building. That the room that we were in was the courtroom that a lot of the homies, a lot of people that we knew growing up were actually sentenced to prison. And now that same room is being used to train, to educate, to build up.
Oh my God.
A lot of the men and women that at one time it was used to put in prison is now helping. So what's the address again? Because everybody's not familiar with Chuco's. What's the address?
The address is 7625 South Central Avenue on the 76th Place, right on the corner with the good graffiti. You feel me? Not the bad graffiti, the good graffiti on the corner. You can't miss it. You know what I'm saying? It's my partner, Ralph Haynes, Big Sight. A lot of people know him, Hakeem. He was one of the people that got juvenile life at that same building in the 80s. And now he has the keys to open the door for you.
Say that one more time for the people in the back.
He has the keys now to open the door for you to come in and do something positive. And also, I want to let people know about women in networking and make society better. Also, some partners of mine that have a event coming for Hakeem Big Sight, because he's battling health issues and stuff like that. So I believe it's November the 22nd. I'm not sure about the day. November the 22nd. We're gonna honor him. We're gonna give him a honor. So just to it's I believe it's November 21st from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on 4229 South Central Avenue in Los Angeles. We're going to give him, his flowers, because we don't want to wait till after the community engagement leaders pass on.
Absolutely. And then the big old party and they're not there.
Because people don't really understand. And Psych is my partner in the beginning. You asked me part of my background in community activism. I started with a group called Unity One.
Yeah, I remember Unity One.
And with Bo Taylor.
I remember.
Who was passed on.
Yeah.
And from dealing with Bo, I met Bo at a time when I was going to prison.
Yeah.
And he would not let me turn myself in. And because he felt that I had something to offer that I didn't even know, I
got you.
And Senator Tom Hayden walked in the court for me. A lot of people don't know. Senator Tom Hayden walked in the court for me and talked to the judge. And just like that, I was supposed to go to prison for 5 years. I ended up with probation.
Wow.
So that was part of God's plan, in
Yeah.
1998 or something like that.
Yeah.
He just took my life and just
Just went.
it just threw it a whole nother direction. So and even though I still was a knucklehead, and from 98 and 99, 2000, I still was doing stuff. He still kept me on that path to engage in the community. So I used to do what is called Humanitarian Day at Jesse Owens Park. I did it for 10 years, from 2015 all the way 2014 to I believe the 2021. And every year I did Humanitarian Day, where we give out clothes, food, just medical supplies, and we will honor different people, celebrity people that was in the community. So I got a list of people that I used to honor. All kind of people used to come up to.
I remember those. So let me ask you a couple of quick questions, because looking at all the work that you're doing, all that you've done, what would you say what's the thing inside of you that compels you to do this work? What makes you get out there and pour out the way that you do, and have been doing for a number of years? What's that one thing, or maybe it's two, but what is it that says, no, I gotta do this
work? One thing that makes me is that I'm scared of the afterlife, because I'm trying to get into heaven.
I know that's right.
And I just don't take the word of everybody saying that everybody's going to heaven. I'm like, I don't know why they keep
stacking my chips. I'm stacking my chips.
I'm trying to stack these chips up and make sure at least can I get an interview or something. And I'm more ashamed of where I come from.
I got you.
And the destruction that I caused in my past, because I've been a part of creating death and fear in my community. And once I experienced it through my own gang, and I had to call my mother and explain that to her. Unfortunately I didn't pass, but I understand that pain.
You said unfortunately?
Yeah, I said, because you would think that I was supposed to die.
But not unfortunately. Fortunately.
Fortunately, I didn't die.
Not unfortunately.
Fortunately, I didn't die. So I understand that even more to this day. You know what I'm saying? Than the past years with Unity One and all that other stuff. It was a passion that I used to have that, Bo instilled in us, to create stuff in our neighborhoods and stuff like that. But as time goes on, you can fall off.
Yeah.
And then like when 2015 came around, which is one of the mothers in the book, the 100 Days, 100 Nights.
Mm-hmm.
And the one, Claudia, her son, his death was responsible for that particular slogan when he got killed. And the community, Stop the Violence and Ceasefire Committee, all them, they came walking into Jesse Owens Park, and they said, hey man, look, we want to do a press conference in the park, but we don't want to just come and force ourselves and bring people over here, and cause something. So we want to talk to whoever. And my little homies was in the park that night, and Mr. Shaw, Kalia Shaw, he was talking, right? And my little homies told him, they said, hey man, it's only one dude over here that run all that, and it's Peanut. And Mr. Shaw was like, wait a minute, I know him. And like, that's who we need to talk to. So you know what I'm saying? So they called me and they said, hey man, they want to do a press conference about the 100 Day, 100 Night stuff, what's going on. So in my neighborhood, what I used to do to bring my neighborhood together is that I cook. You know what I'm saying? Once everybody know I'm cooking, that just brings everybody to the neighborhood, and then I get whatever message that I need to relay out, whatever. So I told them, I said, hey, you know, y'all know the people came in here, so you know what y'all want to do. So what's the situation? Well, what's going on? I'm like, well, you know, they want to talk about bringing resources over here, you know, what y'all don't have, you know what I'm saying? So out of that was created, was Humanitarian Day was created with the help of Umar, who just passed away recently, Brother Umar.
Yeah.
And I mean, they used to give me $1,500 every year to do stuff, you know, Taco and all these guys, you feel me? So we created Humanitarian Day, and yeah, man.
Umar, I was able to get a People's Mic podcast interview of him just before he transitioned.
You know, and this dude gonna end up just die on me out of nowhere, and he knew about the book. You feel me? He knew about everything.
It was a huge loss to the community.
What?
I'm gonna send you the link to the interview. It just released 2 weeks ago because it was supposed to be transitioned.
Yeah.
Of course, we held it.
Yes.
And then we released it about a week or two after his homegoing service.
I could not believe that he just up and died on me like that, man. Like, you feel me? And I just didn't understand it. And which I still having a little issues about it, because I'm like, Umar, man, I need your help.
I need you, yeah. That was my brother. Yeah, he was.
I need your help right now, you know. Yeah. So,
and
you know, with people like that, man, you know, with people like that, you know, it makes you grow, like, because these people, we need them. And Umar was a person that loves to bring people together.
Yes.
And let's see how we can help you get this done, because he said, no, we need you more than you think you know it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because
absolutely.
There's nobody in that area over there that's actually doing what you're doing. So we need that. So he would bring the clinic, and he would bring out the people, the medical people. You know, I'm like, man, this dude is gone. Yeah. I can't believe this.
It was tough. It was a hard loss. And for anyone listening or watching, you can actually go and watch that. It's a 2-part interview with Umar.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, just a few weeks before his transition. It's episode 4 and 5, or 5 and 6. So you can go back and watch it. But I'll make sure that you have a copy of it. And our final question I have for you is, where do you see the work that you're doing? Like, what do you want to see? Because we know right now, I'm not doing my question, hold on. We know right now the world and the community is under attack by its own government.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people like you, people like Umar and others, people like Syke and others who are planted in the community. And I say planted because I don't believe it's coincidental. I don't believe it's coincidence. Pastor Shep and others, I can go on and list names. That you're not getting the spotlight. You're not, they're not bringing you on the news. You don't have, the 5 million followers. But you all are doing the work and making significant change in the community. Where do you see the work that you're doing in the next 5-10 years? Because you guys are doing significant work. Where do you see that in the next 5-10 years?
Well, I'm hoping that this can bring more of the gang interventionists together, to where we can operate more together than ever before.
Yeah.
Brother Will and Brother Twin, they explained to me, they said, listen, Nut, when you do an event, it's our duty to make sure that you have everything you need. When Taco does an event, when Skip does an event, when Coach Ward, when anybody that's been out here for the 20 plus years, when Brother Twin, APUU, when they do an event, it's very important that we stick together.
Yeah.
And that we support these events.
Yeah.
That can transition to our youth, because without me knowing it, my biggest thing is education.
Absolutely.
Because I'm a very advocate of reading and learning.
Yeah.
Because
and you didn't know with your DNA for so long.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that, and just being able to spot somebody who can't read, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It's fascinating. So we have to educate our people.
Yeah.
This education thing has gone too far, just slipping through our cracks.
Yeah.
And these kids have to know how to read, know how to do math, have to understand, because we can preach all day, but if they don't have the comprehension to understand what is being taught to them when they leave you and read it, we're gonna lose.
So I wanna, because I'm a pastor, but I'm also, one of my giftings is what they call a seer. Like, I can see things. It's a prophetic gift. So I'm gonna give you I'm gonna plant something, I'm gonna throw the seed out there, and it's on you. Take the seed and water it and do something with it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
The Cavon Thomas Learning Center.
Oh, wow. I like that. Mm-hmm. I love it.
I want you to write that on a piece of paper. Just put it on.
I am.
Cavon Thomas Learning Center.
I am. I'm writing it down right now.
I want to say this to you before we close out. And when we close that out, I want you to give information like time, address for Saturday, and then also for the event where we're going to honor Brother Syke.
Okay.
Here's what I want to say to you. You needed to find out about your grandfather, because he's not the only one who has a mandate on their life to open educational centers.
Yes. Wow. Whew.
Okay.
Wow, that's big.
Cavon Thomas.
Yeah,
Learning Center.
Feel the energy.
You hear me? You hear that?
I do hear it.
And you had to learn about your grandfather.
Yes.
But the planting and the birthing and the growing of educational spaces did not stop with him.
No.
And without you knowing it, the mantle has been passed to you.
Wow.
Now, that's the seed.
That's the seed.
Now you got to go water that thing.
I got to go water that thing. I'm going to water that thing today. and let me say, I know we didn't get the chance to touch on it, but the GAMD, the Gang Addiction Mental Disorder, is one of the curriculums that I came up with that's effective, that starts at 8 years old.
Your curriculum is going to be one of your feature programs at your learning center.
Yes. To understand why it is important that you do not have to be a gang member. And once you start this path, it can be an addictive, it's mental, and it's a disorder. We know what a disorder is a state of confusion. The mental part is that the brain hasn't been developed. The addiction is like anything else. No matter, you keep getting hurt, going to prison, you just got to keep coming back. And it's the gang that starts it all. So you have to understand that. And it can go from 8 all the way up to 70.
Yep. 8 to 8.
We have examples every day that you see of people, whether they call themselves gang interventionists or preachers, whoever. So all these people you see at these funerals that's in their 70s, still twisting their fingers and all that is gang addiction mental disorder. All these people that's hiding behind community engagement, that's gang addiction, because you can't say I'm involved in the community and you're still doing this.
I hear you.
No matter who you are. No matter how many businesses you got, no matter how many homes you own, you're still doing gang stuff. It's an addiction, and it's a disorder. You feel me? So,
and
like you said,
and think it not strange that God would plant in you the vision to write a curriculum.
Yes.
Right? To write books.
Yes.
To have a passion for education.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it one last time because I want to make sure you captured it. Cavon Thomas Learning Center.
I love it.
And that it was important that you knew that your grandfather
had
learning centers and educational spaces, and for you to know that work of creating spaces for people to learn did not stop with him, and then that's been passed to you.
Yes. Wow.
So that's the seed.
That's the seed.
And I want you to write it down someplace and put a date on it.
Yeah, I done already wrote it. It's already written down.
So, because the Bible says, write it
down. Write the vision down. Yeah.
So the runner can run with it.
Yeah, write the vision down. You feel me?
Yeah. Amen. So give us real quick. We got about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Your event happening on November the 8th for the moms.
Yes.
Honoring mothers who are in your book.
Yes.
Inner City Blues. What was Inner City Blues?
Mother's Love.
Mother's Love. Thank you. So we will, some of us, myself and other moms, we will be honored on November 8th at Chico's. There we are, me and Daniel.
Before we end it.
There we are.
I had to get you in there.
And I am honored and I'm grateful. So tell us again, what time on November 8th?
1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay. And the address at Chico's.
7625 South Central Avenue. Come get some gifts. We're going to be raffling off stuff and food and watch a nice ceremony and presentation award.
And if they want to make a donation, how do they contact you?
Just call the number 213-926-7722 and talk to me. If not, leave a message and I will get back with you. And we can go from there. And Syke Hakeem, his honoring will be at 4229 South Central Avenue from 6 to 9. And same thing, you can call me about that and I will direct you to who to get in contact with that. Miss Kiki.
Wonderful. Thank you, Cavon Thomas, author, game changer, community activist, community leader, and soon to be, listen, and soon to be CEO of Cavon Thomas Learning Center.
I love it.
And on that,
the flowers. You need to do all that. Everything that you said.
Absolutely. And it is so, and so shall it be.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Pastor.
I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you and all of my brothers, getting to know you and Syke and Twin and Coach Ward and
everybody.
All the fellas. I mean, you guys become brothers to me. Y'all have become brothers to me. And so
we deep out here.
Yeah. And I appreciate y'all so very much. So we will see each other soon. I'll see you on the 8th. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the People's Mic podcast with a powerful conversation with my dear brother, Cavon Thomas. Make sure you order the books online on Amazon. Also, contact him at the number shared for the November 8th event. Also, feel free to reach me at Rev Juju, and you can email our office, livingonassignment@gmail.com, livingonassignment@gmail.com. Thank you for being tuned in to People's Mic podcast. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and feel free to check out our information down in the description, all the ways that you can also connect with us offline, order the book, make a donation to the work that's happening at Chuco's, and we will see you all next time. Thank you for joining the People's Mic podcast.